Alrighty. Howdy Neighbors and welcome back to Under Maintenance. Last time we got Theo's route. And I don't know which one of these two we're gonna get next. We're gonna get one of these two again. And we started. Load in. We are here. Let's order a cocktail. The Thick Peninsula Spritz. Excuse me. I mean, one Tanneray Premium Spritz and a new menu coming up. As it finishes, I finally noticed the crude Sharpie written over the name of the drink I had my finger on. Who does that? Never gets old. Fuck! Oh. Tristan? Didn't I already do Tristan? Yeah, I did. Okay, back we go. No. Load. And you. Liquor. I'll have a whiskey. Neat. Luca. Okay. New person. Please. Lord knows I deserve it after this day. The cute bartender dispenses my drink with practiced, effortless flair and sets it in front of me. Thanks. Pull my credit card, but his warm hand covers mine to stop me. It lingers a beat longer than strictly necessary. I can feel the heat creeping up on my cheeks.
No need for payment. A token of my apology. For this guy.
He points to the man he calls Mark, who has materialized back in the chair next to me, smirking.
Hey! What did I do? Am I not allowed to talk to the pretty girl?
No.
I didn't realize you were the only one who could do that around here.
Clearly ignoring him, the handsome drink slinger turns to me. Even in this dimly lit room, I can make out the warmth of his bright blue eyes.
I'm Luca, by the way.
I'm Iris. Thanks for the drink. And I'm Mark, if anyone was wondering. I was not. Nice to meet you, Mark. So what brings a pretty girl out tonight? I need a drink. And a distraction. Red-haired boy grins, reminding me of a shark in pursuit of its prey. I can't decide whether or not I find it attractive. Well, I'll have to buy a drink or two. Then if you want, we can go somewhere else more private and get a drink. Feel free to tell him off, he's getting creepy. He behaves this way when he sees a pretty girl. You know, feral. Dude, don't you have other people to talk to? Like those other girls over there. I'm sure I can keep this lady company. Mark just sits with the group of young women at the other side of the bar. You know I'm sitting right here, right? Lady has a point, Mark. You can just ask if she wants to hang out with you. Whatever. Hey, Iris, do you want to grab the table by the stage? I think next act is about to start. Plus, we could have some privacy from Mr. Busybody over here. I'd rather slam my tongue in a car door. Gotta say. I think I'm hanging at the bar. I'll catch you later, Mark. Mark rolls his eyes, gets up and walks away. When he leaves, Luca and I are both silent for a few moments, as if waiting for each other to say something first. Well, sorry. I'm really bad at small talk.
I am too. So, why don't we play a little game instead?
Aren't you working? Are you playing games and I hardly know you? Typical boy. I'll tell you 3 things about me, and you have to guess which one is a lie. Truth isn't a lie, I'm familiar. Perfect. I'm a former college athlete. I'm allergic to dairy. And lastly, I'm a single man. Former college athlete. He's tall and lean with broad shoulders. I can see him in a collegiate swim team with those tiny speedos on. Allergic to dairy. 68% of the world's population does have some form of lactose intolerance. It could be true. He cannot possibly be single. I mean, look at him. There's absolutely no way. That has to be a lie. You were never a college athlete. I'm hurt. I have you know that I exercise. Occasionally.
The two truths are, I'm allergic to dairy, but I can't give up ice cream. And I'm happily single. I suck at most sports, except bowling and pool. But if you get me drunk enough, I may take you up on swimming. Of the skinny dipping sort. Of the skinny dipping sort.
Why? I do not recommend getting in the water when you're drunk. That's your takeaway from this. Being allergic to dairy is tough, especially when you're a fan of when you aren't a fan of non-dairy ice cream. Seriously. Seriously. I've tried almond milk-based ice cream, cashew milk-based ice cream, and even coconut milk-based ice cream. Well, fine, but I think compares to the real thing. Just gonna bypass the whole part where I told you I'm single. What exactly do you want me to do with that info? Alright, what about you? Are you dating anyone? Actually, I'm happily dating 4 different men, if you must know. I wanna kill! I knew it. So your 4 boyfriends this evening. They can't all be busy at the same time. Currently under maintenance. Excuse me. Don't worry about it. They don't care. They're not even real. Miss, how much did you drink before you came here? Are you talking about dating imaginary men? Ha ha ha. Well, you're not wrong about the last part. They really are imaginary. They're characters in a game I play, and said game is currently under server maintenance. I got bored and started looking for something to do. So here I am. So, you're telling me I have a chance? Maybe. He laughs and turns his head as he's summoned by someone on the other end of the bar for a drink. It's one of the pretty young women that Mark had pointed out earlier. He excuses himself to take the order, and I go back to my drink. It's hard to deny Luca is a really handsome guy who is also incredibly charming. He's a bartender. Charming is part of the job description. I'm sure he's like this with every other girl who comes in. Wait, why do I even care? I hear a commotion coming from the other end of the bar. I can't make out what's being said, but I see Luca attempting to escort a very intoxicated looking woman out of the bar. Hey, I'll be right back. Sorry about this. No worries, I'll see you a handful. While I wait, I look over at the stage and find the bespectacled cutie that was performing the soundcheck earlier doing a stand-up act. He's talking about his divorce. Now. Good for him for finding humor in something that difficult, though. What are your thoughts? He materializes in the seat next to me that Mark vacated earlier. The bar towel over his shoulder is gone. He smells like fresh mint. Just enjoying the stand-up. So what's the story? How long have you worked here? On and off. All my life. I didn't know children could work in bars. When your family owns it, it's all hands on deck. What do you do when you're not here? Struggling musician. I know, it's so cliche. What's wrong with being a struggling musician? I wish I could play a musical instrument. What do you play? Let's see. I've been known to pick up a guitar once in a while.
I play a mean tambourine, and occasionally I dabble in the art of the harmonica.
I don't know why he's, like, the voice actor is so far away from the mic. I play a mean tambourine, and occasionally I dabble in art of the harmonica. Okay. Okay. I majored in jazz piano. It still is my first love. This is beautiful. I'd like to hear you play someday. You sure about that? Why not? You scared? Scared? No. Amused, yes. Is it wrong that I think he has a great laugh? Did I just see a twinkle in his eye? Okay, I think it's time to go. It's dangerous. He is dangerous. Oh, it's late for me. I really should go. Thanks again for the drink.
Can I call you a cab?
No need. I don't live very far away from here, and it's a nice night out.
Then, Could I walk you home? It's late and it's a bit unsafe around here.
I'll be okay. I have some pepper spray in my bag.
What would you say if I told you I just wanted to spend more time with you?
He sounds almost nervous, which catches me by surprise. I can feel my heart beat a little faster as I sneak a glance at him, smiling shyly. I would say, you're full of shit, but it sounds nice.
I'll take that as a yes.
He opens the door in the cool evening and I'm startled by a loud meow. I look down and are met with eyes as big as saucers and a fluffy white tail. I crouch down to pet the pretty white cat. Oh, hello, furry friend.
Don't let him fool you. I feed him twice a day.
Luca's the one that feeds the cat. Oh, is this your cat? No, not really. He just started coming around the last couple of weeks. Oh, sorry. And I have a soft spot for cats, so I just started feeding him. As if understanding what we were talking about him, the cat makes a big show of purring and rolling on its back, demanding belly rubs. I have to take him home. Barely home. That doesn't seem fair to him. I'll probably see him more here than at home. Ah, that's fair. Sorry, friend, we gotta go. Cat looks longingly as we start walking. Bye. Well, the walk home was lovely. Luca regales me with stories about his colorful bar patrons. His laugh is both contagious and warm. In what feels like seconds, we arrive in front of my apartment building. It's unfortunate. How did we get here so fast? Well, this is me. No, it's not. It can't be. Well, it is. Aw, man, you're gonna think I'm some creep when I tell you this. I'll be there to that. I live here, too. Just moved in a couple of months ago. That is quite the coincidence, isn't it? I sit my mom's a lot. He's needing a lot more help these days. Plus to keep her at hours, working at the bar and all. I know coincidences happen, but this is either too good to be true, or the beginning of a true crime story, where I end up dead in his wall. As I contemplating whether or not to make a run for it, Luca pulls out a security card at the building similar to mine. Just to be sure he didn't pickpocket my key, I dig into my bag and pull mine out as well. Call me paranoid, but better safe than sorry. He goes over to the front door and swipes his keycard. I hear the glass door unlock, and he holds the door open for me. I walk in and head to the elevator, still in shock. Which floor? Third. You? 7th. I still can't believe we live in the same building. Yeah, it's pretty weird, but here we are.
Can I invite you over for a nightcap? Or is this already way too awkward?
What is a nightcap? Like, I know, like, the clothes, but how can you invite someone over for a hat? The elevator opens and we both climb in. Luca reaches over and hits the button for the 3rd floor. His hand lightly brushes my arm. I feel myself blush a bit. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? All I did was accidentally touch my arm. Not me acting like a heroine in a shoujo manga. Blushing at a light touch of the arm. Please. As the elevator dings, the doors open up on Luca's floor.
Well, what do you say? I promise I don't bite.
He holds out his hand, while his back holds the elevator door open.
Unless that's your thing. Then we can talk about it.
I want to shoot myself. I lightly slap his wrist and walk in front of him. One drink, then I'm going home. As Luca and I are in the elevator, I decide to give my best friend a quick update on my situation. Well, I met someone, he's so cute. Can't wait to hear the deets. See, I knew you'd find someone. Yeah, and well, I'm sending my location data, just in case you don't hear from me. I think you spend way too much time in heavenly love. I'm serious, you never know nowadays. Is that... Wait, seriously? Lives in the same apartment building. Never mind. I take back what I said. Good call letting me know. But he's cute, though. What's wrong with him? Oh, he's charming. Maybe too charming. Playboy. He does have the appearance and personality. And he claims that he's single. Of course I find it hard to believe. But he's a gentleman. He did walk me home. Hey! I'm so sorry. And we're together. You're completely enamored. Not fun. Not too much fun. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Well, if something works out, at least you don't have to go far. Keep me posted. Gotta have my own adventure. Luca, Chapter 2. Luca's apartment is sparse but clean. He motions me to sit on the couch while he changes out of his work clothes in the other room. I saunter over to the stand-up piano by the window and notice the record collection sitting next to it. As I shuffle through the different records, I notice it's quite an extensive jazz collection. I could keep saying prologue instead of chapter 1. It's an extensive jazz collection. I'm impressed. Thanks, I've been collecting them for a long time. I don't know much about the genre, but I'm open for the education. Are you now? Well, I've been told I'm a pretty good teacher. What do you want to drink? He's sitting in front of his open refrigerator. I have some bourbon, beer, half-bottled white wine. There's also green juice. Green juice? One of those things is not like the others. Well, I have to have some semblance of health in this fridge. I also have OJ, sparkling water. What should I drink? I'll just have a glass of wine if that's okay. He makes a big show of pouring the drink in front of me, which I think is a bit weird. He seems to notice the perplexed looks on my face.
Just want to make sure you know I'm not dropping any weird shit in your drink.
I'm not worried. I dropped a pin and sent it to my friend. She knows where I am. I can suddenly disappear under mysterious circumstances I've never heard from again.
Damn, girl. Do I look like that big of a creep? Wait. Don't answer that.
Let's settle down together, and his perfectly lived-in sofa. He turns to look at me.
Alright. Tell me about you. What's your story?
I tell him the shortened version of my journey up to this point. I dropped out of college, defying my parents' wishes, so I could try to pursue more artistic goals. So they cut me off. Working full-time while trying to get my passion project off the ground was really overwhelming for me. After multiple failed attempts to get a job in the field I wanted to be in, I ran out of options. And money. So I took up my parents' offer to just go back to school. Post-graduation, I found myself stranded in the job market with some school loans in tow. And I got a job offer in middle management for some mediocre company. But hey, pays for student loans, right? I moved here for work. And then the rug was pulled out from under me when the company announced the shuttering of my location within months of my moving here. I guess I got stranded in this weird temp job, running a seasonal store that sells fake plants and ugly art, while I figure out what's next. So what is next? If you figured out what you want to do. Luca sets the glass on the table in front of us before he leans in closer toward me. He's so close that I can make out his long eyelashes. It's not fair. I have to pay for fake ones to make mine look that good. At this point, I don't know. Are you sure you don't know? Or are you just afraid to say it out loud? I never really thought about it, I guess. Mostly because no one's ever asked me that. Well, I'm asking you now. Thanks, Luca. Real smart. It's weird to not have an answer when somebody asks you what you want to do with your life. But after going back to school for the second time, I just decided that what I want doesn't really matter. Why complicate things? If I get too lost in my own thoughts, I pull myself out of my own head and notice Luca staring at me intently. I'm talking about something else. My life is too depressing. What about you? Is there something more you want to do other than be a struggling musician working nights at your family bar? Well, is that really such a bad thing? No, not necessarily. but I saw a bunch of sheet music on your piano with notations on it. Looks like you're working on something. Miss, are you snooping into my stuff? Is he snooping if it's out in the open? I just had to make sure you weren't some psychopath keeping trophies of his victims. You must watch a lot of true crime documentaries. Podcasts, actually. You have time to watch anything these days. Hey, wait a minute. I'm talking about you right now. So, what are you working on? Nothing good. Do you ever give yourself any credit? Well, sometimes. Okay, I guess. Judging by the diploma on top of your piano from an exclusive music conservatory, I think you're more than okay. Remind me to hide my important papers before you come over next time. Makes you think there's gonna be a next time. Bodies had inched closer together somehow. I catch a whiff of his aftershave. He smells like sandalwood. It's as sweet and warm as he is. Danger. Just a wild guess. You have to try hard to change the subject, mister. Not letting up, huh? Nope. Okay. But don't let me catch you asleep once I'm done boring you with my life story. Try me. I've been playing since I was old enough to sit on a piano bench. My old man is a concert pianist. Well, he's a glorified traveling musician. I remember the first time seeing him play on stage on a grand piano. It was an out-of-body experience. I saw him move grown men to tears when he played.
All I ever wanted to be was as good as him. I knew it was impossible, but I tried anyways. People kept telling me how good I was, how I was a natural, following in his footsteps. But the only person I wanted to hear that from was him. Tale as old as time. The little boy who kept chasing after his daddy's approval.
Well, now I kind of feel like an asshole for digging up all that trauma.
It actually feels kinda nice to say this stuff out loud. And surprisingly, this time I don't feel like curling up into a ball and sleeping until next week.
If you think that's making me feel better, you're terribly mistaken.
No, seriously, I haven't really talked about this to anyone else. It feels weirdly cathartic.
You know there's a thing called therapy?
And do you know how hard it is to find a therapist these days?
Yes, I do.
Especially with shitty insurance. One of these days I'll get to it.
Well, anyway, I never did get to hear that from him. He picked up and left when I was 14.
I actually quit playing for a year. Misbegotten teenage rebellion. I thought it would be a good time to pick up sports. Proceeded to get my ass royally kicked, and found myself missing the keys more than ever. When I finally gave up my varsity athlete dreams, I think my mom was glad that I stopped coming home bruised, bloodied, and battered from trying to be something that I'm not.
What sport did you play?
You mean what sport did I not play? I tried it all, from track to soccer to basketball.
I was so bad. The coaches begged me to quit their respective teams. Well, there was my fantasy of seeing him in a tiny Speedo. Anyway, I applied to a conservatory fully prepared not to get in. I was convinced I wasn't good enough, plus I took a year off of practicing. But I actually got a full scholarship. Post-graduation, I lingered around campus, subconsciously avoiding making any real-life decisions. That is a mood. Luckily, an old professor of mine took pity. Or maybe he was just annoyed that I was just hanging around the studios like a lurker. He offered me a position teaching beginners classes. Why did you leave? My contract was up, and I knew my mom needed some help. There was time to be a big boy and come home. When I moved back, I conned an after-school program to let me use their studio in exchange for tutoring a couple of kids on some piano basics. I've been casually writing my own music. This is amazing. I think so. Maybe one day I'll get to score a movie. What's stopping you? Mostly myself, honestly. Funny enough, I got an audition offer from someone out west that heard a demo of mine. Not really sure how they got their hands on it. I suspect my mom sent them that. They wanted to fly me out and play the original piece for them. That's the sheet music over there. Luca, that's amazing! Yeah. I don't seem so sure about this audition, though. The competition will be fierce. I don't feel like I qualify to even enter this audition. According to who? Luca doesn't answer. He has a faraway look in his eyes. It never hurts to try, right? What's the worst that can happen?
Oh.
Speaking from personal experience? Haha, barely. Wish I took my own advice. Tell me more. If you really must know, I really wanted to go to art school. Secretly applied and everything. Even got accepted to my first choice. My parents were adamant that only a tiny percent of photographers go on to make a decent living. So they talked me into going to business school instead. Don't get me wrong, I learned a lot. But I can't say I get the same kick out of macroeconomics.
Hmm?
Yeah, but is that what you really want to do? I could ask you the same thing. So, do you still take pictures? On my off days, I carry my camera with me everywhere. He has a soft smile on his face, and I find myself admiring how his eyes seem to change color under the dim lights of the living room. I know if I stay longer, I won't be able to leave. Well, I have an early morning tomorrow. I should probably get going. Placing the empty glass on the table, I slowly stand up to gather my things. And I feel a light tug on my wrist. Luca's looking up at me with his bright blue eyes. They're practically undeniable. I will not give in. I will not give in. Keep me maybe we'll give in. Can I persuade you to stay? Because I feel like I know what's gonna get me to the best ending. But I'm so concerned about what's gonna happen if I do pick it. I can stand to be persuaded. Lucas smiles softly, then leans it further. His face is now mere inches away from mine, and I can feel his warm breath on my cheek.
Can I kiss you?
His deep, raspy voice tears down all my defenses. What's a girl to do? Wasn't the whole point of this outing to be gross? Or at least have a little bit of fun? But he's like my neighbor. No, not like. He is my neighbor. How awkward would this get if things go south? But apparently my body had already quit listening to my brain, as I'm nodding shyly before Luca's soft lips are on mine. He tastes as sweet as the orange juice he'd been drinking. His long, slender fingers slowly trace my exposed collarbones, bringing goosebumps in the wake of his touch. Within minutes, though it could have been hours for all I know, my fingers tangle in his hair. His hands have made their way around my hips, practically on his lap. He's breathless, so am I. Did I change your mind? Let's try harder than that. He has a way about him. Expert hands make quick work of pulling off my jacket as he slowly trails kisses across my shoulder. Nope. Morning comes way too soon, and I awaken to the smell of freshly brewed coffee. I look over to Luca's side of the bed, and find he isn't there. I don't remember the last time I had a one-night stand. Is there an etiquette to this? I breathe into palm my hand and realize I need to brush my teeth. Ew, gross. I quickly find my clothes that have been strewn all over the room, blushing on my recollection of the previous evening as I pull my dress back on. Cleaning out my hair, I pray to not have terrible bedhead. Stepping out in the living room, I find Luca standing in a small kitchen in a tattered white t-shirt and low-slung sweatpants, pouring a cup of coffee. So is in a perfectly tousled state. Ma'am, control yourself. He looks up, smiles, and pushes the cup he was pouring in my direction. Why does he look this good in the morning? Boys.
Sleep okay?
Yeah, how about you?
Never better.
Would you say that to all the girls you bring home? You don't normally stay very long for me to say that. Okay, uncomfy vibes one more time. Thanks for the coffee.
Are you sure you don't want to stay? I make a killer breakfast sandwich.
I have to say, but I really have to get going. Work beckons.
Then let me at least get your number. I'd like to call you, if that's okay.
He wants to call me. So this isn't a one-night stand. Okay, maybe I should get too excited. He can ask for my number, but we'll see if he actually calls. After giving him my number, I sit on my tippy toes and kiss his cheek.
Mm-hmm.
On the cheek? After last night, I thought I'd get more than that. I have the worst morning breath, and I don't know you well enough to subject you to that. But I really hard to tear myself away from him. The morning rays spill through the window, highlighting his light-colored hair in such a way that it almost looks like a halo. Next time, then. I nod as I pick up my bag from his kitchen counter. I feel a soft touch on my bare shoulder. When I look up, Luca is standing right next to me, all smiles and crinkly eyes. Can I walk you home? I think I can make my way home okay from here. Are you sure? Positive. I'll talk to you later. You have my number. Do with it what you will. As soon as I get home, I frantically open my messaging app. I can't wait to tell Joe everything. Someone had a good night last night. Someone certainly did. Now, a lady doesn't get and tell. Until later when said lady will call you. You know, you're saying that just means you got laid. Perhaps. And? I should say I had a really good time. So we're planning to see him again. It'd be nice to, but I don't want to seem too eager. I gave him my number, and he said he would call. I also know where he lives. Oh wow, that made me sound like a stalker. We stand a self-aware queen. Yeah, I think you got the right idea. Besides, it's his loss if he doesn't call. Preach. Well, I gotta do my heavenly love dailies. You should too. Will do. Keep me posted on your new boo. Luca, chapter 3. After a long day at work, I head home and throw myself on the couch. My mind keeps flashing back to the night before, and I find myself smiling with every memory. I look at my phone, silently willing it to ring or beep, or vibrate. Is he really going to call me? Is he going to turn into every other dude and just ghost me? It would be one awkward elevator ride if I run into him again. Or we can enjoy last night for what it is and move on. My game is done with the pesky maintenance. I'm ready to see my 2D boyfriends again. I open the game, I see a message come through from a number I don't recognize. My first instinct is to ignore it, but I must admit, I'm curious. Hello there. Hi, who is this? It's your friendly neighborhood bartender, Luca. The one and only. Didn't think I'd actually reach out, did you? Well, technically you said you would call. Oh, you got me there. But who calls anymore? What have you been doing? Oh, what are you doing tomorrow? Depends on who's asking. There's a good-looking guy who wants to take you out on a date. Unless, of course, your 4 boyfriends have other plans for you. And honestly, who could blame them? Aha. I can slip away for a little, I suppose. Tell them I promise you'll be home in a decent hour. Scout's honor. Well, that's disappointing. So how about I pick you up tomorrow evening? Unless you want to come run an errand with me beforehand. What kind of an errand? I need to pick up my laptop from the repair store. It died on me last week, and I had to leave the old girl at the repair shop for a week. I can come with, but on one condition. Conditions? We hang out once and you already have conditions. Tisk, tisk, tisk. LOL, it's nothing serious. The condition is that I'm going to bring my camera with me, and you have to agree to be my model. Model? Nude model? I don't know about that. You need to go through my agent. No nudes. Not yet, is what you're trying to say. LOL, just kidding. Sure, bring your camera. So, should I pick you up around 5 p.m. tomorrow? Yep, that works. Can't wait to see you. Same. I look at my phone, my reflection smiling back at me. A heart emoji. Look at me, kitty like a schoolgirl. Oh my gosh, who knew I'd be this excited? Go to the repair store. The next afternoon. That's evening, but okay. Standing in the middle of a pile of clothes that I had yanked out from my closet, trying to get dressed for this date. I hate everything in here. Why did I give up and end up with an outfit I had on to begin with? It was simple, stupid. A quick brush of my hair and my teeth. I noticed myself in the mirror. Well, this is as good as it's gonna get. Right at 5 p.m., my doorbell rings. And he's punctual, a clear keeper. Keeper? Oh, wait a minute. This is strictly no strings attached. Don't get any ideas. I shake off the voice on my head and grab my keys. I open the door and greet it with the happiest bunch of yellow tulips. He got me flowers? Or is it all not getting any ideas? Wow, look at these tulips. They're gorgeous. Glad you like them. My mom's neighbor has a garden full of them, and she gave me some, and she gave some to me today, when I told her I was going on a date. His bright smile was so blinding that I had to avoid his warm gaze as I frantically searched for a vase. Settling for a clear glass pitcher, and I nearly dropped out of nervousness, I placed them on my kitchen counter. Pull yourself together, woman. Flowers make my apartment instantly brighter. Please tell your mom's friend that I said thank you. Luca takes a step toward me, closing the gap between us. He dips my chin toward him, and I can no longer hide how flustered I've become in front of him. His blue eyes seem to twinkle mischievously.
Or you could just thank me right now.
This route. Please save me. All I can hear is his voice and the thundering beat of my heart. Yes, of course. Thank you to you too. Wait, I already thanked you.
You're so cute when you get flustered.
I'm not flustered. Sure. The Paris store is as chaotic as it normally is. Can't imagine working here. I mean, I hate my store, but this is a whole other level of insanity. I shiver at the sight of small children with snot running down their faces, touching every single piece of display in that store. Hello, personal hygiene. Anyone? Digging into my purse, I quickly locate my travel bottle of hand sanitizer. As we stand by the entrance, like a couple of lost kids waiting to be picked up by their angry parents, an employee that looks really familiar to me approaches us. Where have I seen this guy before?
Welcome to the repair store. Would you like...
Oh, Luca, what are you doing here? Sorry, have we met?
Hey!
Oh, wait a minute. You were at the open mic the other night. Yeah, it's me. And I remembered. The Ricky Roden story. Oh my lord. What's your name again? Tristan. Well, it's good to see you again. I got a call that my laptop was ready to be picked up. Let me go look. I'll be right back. It's just from that side. I pull Luca closer. My right arm wraps around his left as I tiptoe to whisper in his ear. Did you hear any part of the stand-up? No. If you remember, I was busy talking to you. And I'm really enjoying you whispering in my ear right now. I flexibly blush and pull away from him. Ah, boo. You don't have to get all shy on me. Luca, I'm trying to tell you something. He chuckles and nods, finally done teasing me. I quickly summarize Tristan's Ricky Roden story, which ends with his wife. Wow, his wife leaving him for the mascot. And watch with amusement as the life seemingly drains out of Luca's face. Damn, I feel like an asshole. It's fine. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Such a dick. If I can say anything else, Tristan returns with Luca's laptop in his arms. Alright, here we go. Proceeds to give a breakdown of what went wrong with the laptop and how they fixed it. That sounds like gibberish to me. So I wander over to the new Paraphone display. One of them has the game Snake on the screen. Oh wow, I haven't seen this game in a while. The marvel over the decades-old mobile game, I hear Tristan say.
So...
Oh, by the way. When we got this thing booted up, some music started playing. Is that your stuff? Yeah, sorry you had to hear that. Wait, what are you sorry about? It's really good. I didn't realize you were a musician. You were a musician. I guess I thought you just bartend. I set the phone I was looking at back on the display. Apply copious amounts of hand sanitizer and step between Tristan and Luca. Hey, I want to hear it. I don't think it's that good. I think I'll be the judge of that. Combination of electronic sounds, children screaming, and the usual white noise of the crowds makes it impossible to effectively hear anything from those small laptop speakers. Thinking that I wanted to hear Luca's music better, Tristan kindly whips out a pair of headphones that he swears up and down has been thoroughly sanitized. Well, I believe you. I see the pink eye potential in here. I totally get it. How about we wait till we get back, and I'll lend you my studio headphones. I know you. We'll get back and you'll distract me.
If I remember correctly, you enjoy my distractions.
I hate it here. We're in public. There's a lot of kids around. He pulls out a container of sanitizing wipes, and I give the headset another cleaning. After praying that I don't get an ear infection from this, I hit play. The melody that flows through the earbuds blows me away. The music could paint a picture, as one is painting a clear summer day. I've seen it before, but without a cloud in the sky, where colors are so vivid, they're practically Technicolor. It's vibrant and alive. As I reluctantly pull off the earphones, Luca looks at me expectantly. Luca, did you write this? Doesn't matter. Is it bad? You could be honest. If you wrote this, then you should accept the invite to fly out west and audition. Wait, what? It's beautiful. I get the anxiety though. But I don't think your anxiety should dictate what you do next. I appreciate that. I have to agree with the lady. She has good taste. Luca and Tristan get back to some more tech conversation and go over the forms of payment accepted for the repair. My eyes glaze over again. All said and done, I hear Tristan say, "Who knew guys like you have such crippling anxiety too?"
What do you mean, guys like me?
Yes!
Guys like you. Clear skin, artfully messy light hair that carefully obscures those luminous blue eyes.
Thanks.
I mean, I bet you're the type that walks to a coffee shop, flashes a smile, then walks out with a free pastry to go with your coffee. So what's your secret? That's oddly specific, but there's no secret. Oh, that's funny. He actually did get a free pastry from the girl at the coffee shop today.
Okay, that's enough. Let's go.
Bye, Tristan. Good luck with your stand-up. As we make our way out of the pear store, here's someone call Luca's name. We'll turn around and find ourselves confronted by two women, one significantly older than the other. I assume they're related, as they share the same features. Lustrous, wavy long hair and almond-shaped dark eyes. Luca, Mom didn't tell me you moved back. Look at you, all grown up and as handsome as ever. Mrs. Willis, good to see you. This is Luca just to my way, trying to introduce me. But is savagely cut off by this bull of an older woman, who is now shoving the younger girl in front of her. You remember my granddaughter, Lily. She's in town for work, but lives in the big city now. You guys used to hang out a lot as kids, remember? Even went to the student ball together. The young woman looks uncomfortable, but gives Luca a warm smile. Hi, Luca. It's good to see you again.
Hey.
Hey, Lily. How's the job? No, don't worry about me. I'm not really here. You should hang out soon while Lily's in town. Grab dinner, catch up. You know your mom and Lily aren't getting any younger. I'm sure those two would love to have some grandkids soon. And I wouldn't mind some great grandkids myself. Mrs. Willis. Grandma, please. Lily's beautiful ivory skin is turning pink out of sheer embarrassment. Poor thing. Mrs. Matchmaker Willis then proceeds to grab Lily's phone from her hand and shows in Luca's face to enter his phone number. She got a new phone and lost all the contacts. Luca seems reluctant, but punches his number and politely hands the phone back. She'll call you. Okay, yeah, we gotta go. See you later, Lily. Tell your mom I'll call her. We got a wedding to plan. I hear Lily's yelp as Luca grabs my hand to pull me away. Grandma. I chuckled to keep my laughter in check at his flustered expression. Once we make it outside, we find an empty bench under a giant tree and proceed to sit down. At last, I can let loose the chuckle that I've been holding in since that whole interaction.
What's so funny?
You! You're finished with the conversation with your future grandmother-in-law. You look like a deer caught in headlights. Yeah, I'm sorry you had to sit through the whole thing.
Mrs. Willis means well, but she cannot read the room at all. I wanted to introduce you, but she just wouldn't stop talking.
That's okay, I understand. So, Lily, huh?
You seem to be taking this in stride. I thought you'd be upset.
I mean, I'd be lying if I said I felt nothing at all. Who can deny a childhood friend to lovers trope in a romance?
You're speaking a foreign language. Care to translate?
Well, in romance game, like the one I'm playing right now, there are different tropes that tend to be used.
Romance games?
Yeah. It's where my 4 other boyfriends live. Mobile Atome game.
I'm a visual learner. You're gonna have to show me what that is.
I hesitate for a minute, but pull out my phone to show him the app. I click to open it and point to one of the characters. So, this is her childhood friend, that she lost contact with for a while. In the current chapter of the story, he's resurfaced, but no one knows what happened to him in those lost years. He won't tell her where he's been, and the only reason why he came back is to protect her. It's been hinted that the reason why he left to begin with was to ensure her safety. Anyway, he's in love with her, but he won't come clean about it, and it's so annoying. Maybe he's just afraid of getting turned down? Maybe. He places his hand on my leg. He scoops closer to see my phone screen. The width of his palm penetrates through the thin cotton fabric of my dress. I struggle to gather my thoughts as I focus on the position of that hand. It isn't that it's making me uncomfortable. It's because it feels as natural as breathing. One of the more popular tropes is the childhood friend to lovers, where the main character has a childhood friend, hence the name, adjusted to a romantic relationship as they get older. What other tropes are there? I don't know if I like that one very much. Well, there's always the good love triangle. The main character is torn between 2 love interests. And there's the shy girl goes for the popular guy trope, That one is pretty cute. Because the girl actually gets tripped up whenever the popular guy is around. I'm so caught up in my explanation that I failed to notice Luca has draped his arm across the back of the bench, and I feel a soft touch of his fingers on my shoulder. And, what's he saying?
How you're the shy girl going after the popular guy, and how you get tripped up every time he's around.
Luca, shut up. Wait, what? I didn't say that. Luca's face inched closer to my now burning one. His calloused fingers tenderly pushing the right hairs out of my face.
Are you sure about that?
I never really thought about it. Just a theory. A game theory, an unproven one.
I'd be happy to test that theory with you.
With that, he slowly leans in and presses his lips against mine. As light as a feather, and as sweet as the almond croissant he had gotten for free earlier. Closed my eyes to savor the moment. Maybe I am the shy girl going after the popular guy. We stay that way for a beat longer. When he pulls away, I see a faint blush on his olive skin. A comfortable silence befalls us as we watch the afternoon sun play hide and seek through some errant clouds. So what's up with Lily? You two seem to have history, and your grandmother is already picking out your wedding colors, apparently. Yeah, Mr. Willis and her family used to live next door to us. Lily was also raised by a single mom, so our mothers commiserated a lot. She and I spent a lot of time together growing up. That is, until we got to high school. We drifted apart, into our own respective cliques. I spent most of my time in the music department, so we never really saw each other that much. She was also part of the popular crowd, dated the captain of the soccer team. Hold on, you weren't a part of the popular crowd? Nope. I was a dork with Coke bottle glasses, raging acne and braces. The man sitting next to me in sheer disbelief. He of the chiseled cheekbones, casually handsome with flawless skin. I don't believe you. I can't believe you. I stared wildly in his general direction. I was serious. My glow up happened after graduation. God, I wish I had a glow up though. Anyway. For the end of year student ball, I didn't have a date. Apparently Lily didn't either. She had broken up with the soccer captain. Our moms had decided we would go together. I think she felt bad for me. I doubt that. But you were a great date. I've been told I'm a pretty good dancer, you know. Well, after graduation we kept in touch. We would hang out when we were both visiting home.
She actually came to visit me during sophomore year at the conservatory, which was out of the ordinary, so my delusional mind assumed she was coming to confess her true feelings to me. What's that called again? The childhood friend to romance trope?
Yes, that's exactly what it is, complete with glow up.
Well, that is not what happened. In fact, far from it.
She came all the way to visit me because she had a favor to ask. Oh? Her mom was getting remarried, and she needed a date to the wedding. She was dating someone for a while. I think he was an engineering major, but also like a college athlete. Totally her type. At least he was at the time. They were seriously dating. Lily had told me at one point he wanted to propose right after college. When they abruptly broke up, she never told me why. Just vaguely mentioned that they had grown apart. Understandable.
Well, that visit was her coming out to me.
Okay. Wait, what? I did not see that coming.
She said she always knew, even in high school,
What did you say?
that I love her, no matter what. She's my friend, and I was glad she felt comfortable telling me.
She finally told the engineering major her truth, and the relationship ended. Amicably, hopefully. Remember correctly, she said he was really supportive. But she wasn't prepared to tell her family just yet. And could I please just go as her date to her mom's wedding? She was doing me a solid going to that high school dance with me. I can't say no to girls crying, I agreed. I'll keep that in mind. Judging by her grandmother's reaction when she saw you today, I'm guessing she hasn't come out to them quite yet. Honestly, don't know. We haven't really talked in a while. I understand why she would be hesitant. Her family is pretty conservative. I felt for Lily at that moment. Remember to live your life hiding important parts of yourself can be exhausting. Boy, don't I know.
That's enough about Lily. Let's talk about dinner. What are you hungry for?
I think I saw an ice cream cart over there. It smells so good right now.
Ice cream for dinner? I knew you were my kind of girl.
Oh, wait. You're lactose intolerant. We could do something else.
Absolutely not. You can't put ice cream on the table and then cruelly take it away from me.
Fair enough. What's your favorite flavor?
Dark chocolate with peanut butter pieces.
Could not be me. Exactly how big is your sweet tooth?
Stick around and find out.
Luca stands up and tucks his laptop sleeve under his arm. He smiles and extends his hand to help me up. The sun is starting to set, and the golden orb turns the bright blue sky into an explosion of oranges and pinks. Taking my hand in his, fingers entwine, we walk slowly toward our icy treat for dinner. Best date ever. I still feel giddy after Luca brings me home, so naturally I have to let Joe know. Guess where I just came from? Well, work would be too obvious and hardly exciting. I guess he went on a date. He didn't ghost me, can you believe it? Wow, the bar is so low. Well, I did. But people can be so trash, though. Truth. So, how'd it go? Why you even make me wait? I'm dying to know. He's super sweet. I just can't get over how sweet he is. My teeth are rotting for you. Also, real popular with the ladies, both young and old. Excuse me? Do I want to know? Fill you in when I call you later. Do I sense a drop of jealousy? Maybe a little, but it's fun to see him blush when I tease him. I also feel like he could be stern and honest with him. So I don't have to hide my more assertive attitude. Ooh, definitely sounds like a keeper. I keep my expectations low, it's only one date. Luca chapter 4. And with that, I'm going to end this episode here. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you later.